classy goal. Here he is. He's not long onto the pitch.
That's a great penalty.
He said he was a danger man, and he's proved just that 10 minutes in. Skillful work, and what a classy goal. Here he is. He's not long onto the pitch.
That's a great penalty.
Well, a very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Jordanstown. It's our second offering coming from the 3G pitches here on a rather chilly and damp Saturday afternoon. Saturday morning, really. It's coming up on 11:30. And, well, this game featuring Cliftonville taking on Loughgall boys. It's an under-14s clash in which there's plenty of history between these two. Loughgall have won the last two encounters. You've got to go back to last season for a Cliftonville win where they beat Loughgall by 5-2. Fortunately, in our previous game, we didn't offer you anything by way of goals. We're looking to rectify that one in our second Subway-backed Northern Ireland Youth Football Association match right here on YouTube and on the other socials, of course, provided by ourselves at Exporte. Perhaps a time for me to run down the team sheets for you. We can do that now. And let's start with the home side, Cliftonville. Kuhn Bradley in goal, Ronan Vernon, Charlie McKnight, Max McCauley, Taylor McGee, Leave McAteer, Kuhn Carmichael. Wearing number 7 is Charlie Robinson. And then it's Keegan O'Connor, and stepping in and wearing number 9 is Josh King. He steps in and replaces number 33 Riley McCreary, and finally it's Aidan Green wearing the number 6, and that completes the lineup of Cliftonville. And Loughgall Youth in goal, it's Ollie Gervin, Darryl McAtoo, Noel McGlattery, Joshua Clugston, Jack Gong, Tumor Maranov, Egan Fagan, Johnny Woods, Pacey Drake, wearing 84 Daniel Farrell, and number 10 Lee Hepburn. I also have been instructed that there will be a minute's silence before the game to honour Seamus Perry, previous coach and long-standing ties with Cliftonville. Indeed, he has nephews that have and indeed still play for the side. As far as colours go and strips go, it'll be Cliftonville. They'll be wearing red today, and Loughgall will be wearing their blue strip. These games between Cliftonville and Loughgall, they do tend to be high-scoring games. You just buckle up, this might be a rather tasty encounter. It has to be said, whilst it is raining at the moment, it's that sort of drizzly rain, the stuff that gets you wet right the whole way through. Then again, doesn't all rain. Minimal wind. There is a breeze blowing from right to left. In the previous game, you could see the teams taking advantage of that. That previous game featuring Larne and Loughgall, as I've already said, it didn't really offer much in the way of goals. It was a fairly evenly contested game. We do hope to bring you more by the way of goals when we eventually do get this game underway. The match was scheduled to kick off at 11:30. It's running slightly late, but we're just going to stay with pictures, and the match will be starting shortly. Both teams more or less have been told it's time to get it on, for a better way of putting it. So both managers, both Kieran O'Connor for Cliftonville and Kyle McDonnell, we'll be hoping that the tactics and the discussions that and training sessions they've taken part in all week will come into fruition. Well, I do apologise for the delay in proceedings. The game was scheduled to kick off at 11:30, but we look like we're eventually having some sort of activity here. And we'll get the game underway. I did touch on it earlier on. It's a really an excellent opportunity for parents of these young players to drop in if they can't be physically at the game. It's just a matter of popping on to our Exporte YouTube channel, or perhaps hit up the socials of the particular team that your young lad plays for. And of course, you've access to the game and can see the progress they're making. And one of the huge benefits, of course, of the world in which we now live in, and perhaps one of the more positive changes the internet has brought to people's lives. And indeed, if you've just joined us, very good morning, welcome along to Jordanstown. It's Cliftonville and Loughgall Youth. It's an under 14s game. And we'll have Cliftonville wearing red with white trim, and Loughgall blue again with a white trim. And again, just a gentle reminder that we will have that minute's silence at the start of the game for Seamus Perry, of course, the former Cliftonville coach. And referee's checking the ball, and no doubt his very presence should insert just a little bit of, shall we say, motivation to get the game underway. Instructions still being handed out by the coaches. This Cliftonville side are on a 9-game winning streak. And the last time that they were beaten was by Ballymena United, and that was last week, where they went down by 4 goals to 0. perfectly respected minute's silence and applause to celebrate the life of Seamus Perry. Well, you can't see the shirts of these players moving in the breeze. We're changing around. And Cliftonville opting to attack the goal to our right. Anyway, after all that, finally time to get the game underway. And away we go. Cliftonville get us underway. Nice feat by Kuhn Carmichael. Early touch for the goalkeeper. Oh, early pressure from Cliftonville. The ball's driven towards the goalkeeper. And good hands from Oliver Gervin in goal for Loughgall. And he decides to take advantage of that breeze and drives the ball forward straight into the arms of his counterpart, McAteer. Finds O'Connor. Good feet from O'Connor, holding on to the ball. A nice interplay between the Cliftonville players early doors. Vernon driving the ball deep into the Loughgall half of the pitch. And Cliftonville looking to play with confidence in their defensive area, and usually the goalkeeper. The ball is now back with Bradley. Vernon. And there's the long ball. Oh, it's an early opportunity for Cliftonville. The keeper comes out, makes a bit of a mess of it, and we have our opening goal. And it's Cliftonville who have taken the lead. Let's get a wee look at that goal. The early ball coming forward. And a good ball at that. The keeper comes out of his line, but the goal coming from Cliftonville, and on the score sheet is Josh King. And that was the change that we told you about at the start of the game. So that change paying dividends already, as Cliftonville have an early lead in the game. Timur Marinov popping the ball into touch, giving Cliftonville a throw in. And that was Lee Hepburn wearing number 10 for Loughgall, getting plenty on the ball, getting it out of play. Another dangerous cross, headed clear. And Cliftonville, the team, have settled better at the moment. It was good feet from Daniel Farrell for Loughgall. Cliftonville making good use of the goalkeeper. That's just a little bit dangerous, playing the ball just in front of the keeper like that. It comes off for Cliftonville though, and that's a nice skill before eventually running out of steam. Here come Cliftonville again. Charlie McKnight making a bit of a nuisance of himself. Hepburn comes to the ball first. And she tried to find Jack Gone. The door closed by Vernon. And all the way back now with Bradley. Referee blowing the whistle, feeling that Johnny Woods was unfairly tackled there, and gives Loughgall possession of the football. A chance to perhaps put some pressure on Cliftonville. This is Timur Mironov now, the wearing 17 for Loughgall, charged with finding perhaps the head, if not the boot of a teammate. Let's see what he can do with this set play. Driven towards the goalkeeper. Keeper comes out. Cliftonville defence resolute and looking to get on the counter-attack. Nice play by King. And Cliftonville just finding that they have a little bit more time on the ball. Josh King, chance to get a cross in, sends it in, right foot, driven in early. Eventually, Loughgall clear the ball. That was good play by Cliftonville, good play by King. And Cliftonville tidying up at the back. O'Connor. Carmichael finds King. Macaulay. That's a long ball from Macaulay to King. Josh King Steps inside. Nice skill. Pops the ball in with the left foot. And a shot just on the edge of the box. And Hepburn defending well for Loughgall. And the chance for Cliftonville has gone. Hepburn. Now referee's holding up play. I think we've a player hurt. As usual. We'll just take a little time to make sure the player's okay. Perhaps took a knock to the face. Again, good pressure from Cliftonville on the front foot. And the ball driven into the box. Another headed effort. Unlucky. Just watch as the cross comes in here. And he does get his head on the ball, but unable to keep it down. But that was, again, impressive from Cliftonville. And Loughgall working very hard in the middle of the park to try and wrestle that ball back. They were working hard without the ball. Just at the moment, Cliftonville are shading the possession. Ronan Vernon. Vernon again sends the ball into the box with the left foot. And back to goalkeeper Oliver Gerwin. And that's Hepburn. Puts her right foot through the ball. So refreshing to see a girl actually taking part in a match here alongside the boys. And again, sort of positive rules put in place by the orchestrators of the game at grassroots level. I'm sure it goes some way to improve the confidence with the girl in question. Here come Cliftonville now. Got a man on in a good position. King. And that's a ball driven towards the back post. And that was Josh Keane and O'Connor linking up well for Cliftonville. Unable to make much of it on this occasion, but Josh King has already inserted his influence on the match, and of course the man responsible for that early Cliftonville goal. 12 minutes since, Cliftonville 1, Loughgall 0. This Loughgall side drew 1 each last week with Shankle Juniors. But as I've already said, Cliftonville, the momentum from this young team at the moment is incredible. I mean, a 9-game winning streak is something not to be scoffed at. Strangely enough, if you're looking to search out the last time Cliftonville lost a match, you've got to go way back to the last time they faced, yep, you guessed it, Loughgall, where they were beaten by 3-1. Here's another opportunity right in front of goal, and he missed his cue. And that's something that will spur his blushes. We'll not run a replay of that, but it was right in front of goal. All he had to do was get his foot on the ball. Turned out a fresher shot. There is a shot from distance. And you can just see the confidence flowing through this team in red, Cliftonville, at the moment. They're prepared to shoot from anywhere. And perhaps the application of that last shot left a little bit to be desired. The referee penalising the Loughgall defender there, giving the free kick to Liam McAteer. And that's taken by Carmichael. Vernon. And nice feet from Robinson. Ball breaks to the edge of the box. Just for a moment the door was open, but Loughgall managing to slam it shut for the time being. They're queuing up here to have a go. Ball spread wide. Josh King. O'Connor. Bit of time for Loughgall, who didn't really have men in numbers forward there, or should I say boys and girls in numbers in a forward position, so that counter-attack wasn't really on that time around. McGee. Cliftonville keeping the ball moving well. Well, apologies, just took my head off that for a second. It's a second goal for Cliftonville. We're starting to take command of this tie. And already an uphill struggle for Loughgall. There's no way that's a boy. It's even moving like a girl. Chance now for Loughgall. Forced wide though. Manages to centre a ball right in front of goal, and that was an opportunity. Slightly more encouraging for Loughgall. They've won themselves a corner on this near side. Chance to flood the box with blue shirts. I can't confirm the scorer of the second Cliftonville goal was number 6, Aidan Green. It's Cliftonville that are taking their opportunities when they present themselves. But let's see what Loughgall could conjure up here from the corner. Driven in, headed clear. Cliftonville look to get on the front foot with a counter-attack. Here they come. Josh King stroking up this near side. Perhaps should have scored the ball a little bit earlier, but that was well cut out again by Macaulay. And Johnny Woods opting to leave the ball for Darrell McAteer. And Loughgall encouraged to take higher positions in the the pitch. Hepburn. Oh, good play. And that should be a free kick. Free kick for Loughgall. Find themselves in a rather annoying position of being 2 goals down. Can they claw something back? Driven towards the back post. The keeper. Oh, good hands. Bradley made that look very, very easy, did the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, the defence have given the ball away. Not too many blue shirts in attendance, and indeed it was relatively easily cleared. The referee has spotted some sort of infringement. He's given Loughgall a free kick. It's fairly central. Now this is an opportunity as our referee encourages the players to wait on his whistle. Looks like Joshua Clugston is stepping up to take the free kick. Whether he's their current specialist or not, I'm not sure, but we'll find out in a moment or two. We don't be fooled by the camera angle. That is rather more central than your first glance might lead you to believe. Keeper gets it round the wall. Didn't seem to be too much pace on it, but Bradley was taking no chances and turned the ball away from danger. And Cliftonville have a goal kick. Aidan Green encouraged to keep chasing the ball there. He did just that, and a fair injection of pace from the little number 6. Some defensive duties to be adhered to by Cliftonville. They've done just that. Keeper puts his foot through the ball. Nice skill again by Carmichael. The ball's with McAteer. McGee. Robinson. Oh, here comes Cliftonville. Edge of the box. Decent skill. Referee spots something. What's he blown for? He's given a yellow card to someone. I'm not entirely sure that that happened a lot quicker. I was focusing on the Cliftonville attack, and perhaps the referee did the wrong thing blowing the whistle there, because that looked like it was going to present itself with a goal scoring opportunity, but the referee decided to call play back. He did book the player. Perhaps, like I say, if he had let the play progress, he could have booked the player after the move broke down, but, well, we'll never know. Cliftonville do have a strike on goal from just outside the box. Four-man wall jumps. The strike just didn't have enough on it. Just bounces harmlessly past the goalkeeper's right. Well, everything seems to be falling to Cliftonville at the moment. There's a strike, and the goalkeeper again is equal to it. Good save by Gerben. You just get a feeling that the opportunities are starting to present themselves more and more to Cliftonville. And Loughgall really need to get something back into this game fairly quickly if they are to stand a chance today. And Cliftonville just perhaps overplaying a little bit there in their own defensive area. Carmichael. Good skill from the small number 11. The ball stroked forward by McAteer. Headed out, that'll be taken quickly by Robinson. And again, they're queuing up on the edge of the 18-yard box, and that's O'Connor. Oh, nice feet. Thought about getting the shot away. Tried to get the shot away with the right foot, but the ball just wouldn't run. And eventually, Loughgall clear. And Vernon using the goalkeeper. O'Connor strikes the ball forward, finds Keane. Keane looks up, sends it back into the box, and it's another goal. It's another goal from Cliftonville. And that was a really well worked move. I just watched the development. The ball sent out to King. He sends it in. And nothing that Loughgall could do about that. Well, definitely another uphill task, shall we say, for Loughgall. But you did get a feeling that it was only a matter of time before Cliftonville added to the score sheet, and they have done just that. Well, everything being contested, both sets of players claiming they won the throw-in. It falls to Loughgall. Plenty of blue shirts, and they're making nuisances of of themselves. But again, it's Cliftonville who come away with the ball and look to strike early. McAtoo getting the ball eventually clear for Loughgall. And we can confirm it was the number 7, Charlie Robinson, that scored the goal for Cliftonville, but gave them that 3-goal cushion. So 3 goals coming from Cliftonville. And on the score sheet, Josh King, Aidan Green, and now Charlie Robinson. Cliftonville seemingly finding players with relative ease at the moment. And plenty of red shirts striking forward, perhaps thinking that the ball had gone out of play there, but has now. And that's dangerous, right on the edge of the box. But eventually, Cliftonville get the ball back, and another shot from distance. This time just a little bit too high. It was Keegan O'Connor. He was always going to take the shot on with the left foot, but he couldn't keep it down. Now, the stats say that this Loughgall side do have goals in them. They have scored 9 in their last 5 games. It's sort of difficult to see where that's going to come from today. And perhaps the manager, Kyle Madole, will need to look at making changes during the interval. We'll see, because we are sort of approaching that time now. McAteer. Hepburn for Loughgall. Eventually the ball finding Garvin, the goalkeeper. Clears his lines, puts his right foot through it. Well, at the moment, it's the physicality of Cliftonville that's taking control of the game. There's perhaps a shove in the back there. Referee disagrees with me, and play continues. Throw in Cliftonville far side. Carmichael. And that was O'Connor. Macaulay. And O'Connor sends the ball out again. Middle of the park, they're queued up to have a go. Loughgall managed to just steal the ball from Cliftonville. And just for a fleeting moment, there looked like there was a counter-attack on for Loughgall, but again it comes to nothing, and Cliftonville have the throw-in. Macaulay finds Carmichael. O'Connor. Yeah, Cliftonville trying to thread the ball through the eye of a needle there. Didn't come off on that occasion. But again, working hard off the ball, and Cliftonville have won it back again. Liam McAteer to O'Connor. Good feet from Carmichael. Hepburn thumps the ball into touch. Was it they say, if in doubt, thump it out? Well, that's exactly what happened. McAteer perhaps just held onto the ball a little bit too long. And that's going to go back to Bradley. There's a good ball over the top, and it's been well chased down. Again, plenty of red shirts committed forward. There's not too much coming off for Loughgall at the moment. And they'll be looking forward to the break to perhaps just regroup. Darrell Mataku takes the throw in. Knight. Macaulay. Carmichael. Vernon. And he tried the early cross, just ricocheted off the back of Farrell. Referee, right on cue, brings the match, well, the first half of the match to a close. 3 goals to the good are Cliftonville. The goals coming from King, from Green and from Robinson. Loughgall have a little bit of work to do if they're to find their way back into this in the second half. We'll be back with that second half shortly.
Oi, oi. Subway knows what you like. And we've seen it all. Like freshly baked bread loaded with Philly cheesesteak or tuna mayo or rotisserie style chicken with cheese. No cheese. Double cheese. Yes, please. Get it toasted. Guac it. Make it fresh. Make it crunch. No, crunchier. Extra jalapenos. Yeah, we got you. Now sauce it. Double sauce it. All the sauce it. Because Subway knows when it comes to your sub, you have your own rules. Subway. Eat fresh. Oi, oi. Subway knows what you like.
So welcome back, everyone. As you can see, or if perhaps you've just joined us, Cliftonville are 3 goals for the good in this tie, under 14s tie in the NIYFA Subway back to presented by ourselves Exporte game from Jordanstown. And Loughgall youth have a little bit of digging deep to do if they're to find their way back into the game, because Coleraine were just starting to establish themselves as a very confident outfit in that first half. And you couldn't help notice the confidence flowing through the team in red. The goals in that first half coming from Josh King. He was a fresh introduction and not part of the planned initial 11. But it didn't take him too long to exercise his ability on the ball. And the other goals coming from number 6, Aidan Green, and number 7, Charlie Robinson. As the referee prepares to get us underway in the second half. And it's Cliftonville attacking the goal to our left. And let's see what Loughgall can conjure up in the second half. But this is rather encouraging. Perhaps they should have had a go there. It was a well-worked opportunity by Clugston, and maybe should have took a shot himself. Now the ball's up at the other end, and Cliftonville are looking to make them pay. Tidied up by Hepburn. It's giving the ball away at the edge of the area. That is a shot that was straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, and a chance again for Kuno Bradley and goal for Cliftonville to show how his confidence is enabled him to catch most things that has come his way. Here come Cliftonville again. Again in the arms of the goalkeeper, and I have noticed the introduction of Owen Gilmore wearing number 12 for Cliftonville. And it looks like wearing number 2, another change, is Rylan Perry. Again a change for Cliftonville. So perhaps Kieran O'Connor thinking job done this afternoon. No, perhaps not. Could be just a wee bit too early to start thinking they've got the points in the bag. Oh, there's a shot. A long way out. Plenty of elevation on it as well. And Cliftonville in no particular hurry to get the game back underway. Driven in towards the back post, headed clear by Loughgall. Is there a counter-attack on? They've held on to the ball well, eventually being crowded out. Well, determination there from Jack Gone, wearing number 11. He was determined to win that ball back again. Again, plenty of red shirts forward, but this time Ryland Perry unable to keep the ball in. A little bit disappointed. You could tell there by his mannerisms. We'll get another chance. Still plenty of this half to go. Headed clear by Hepburn. Now, what's the referee doing here? It looked like Vernon took charge there and was making strides forward. I'm not quite sure why the referee decided to penalise him, but Loughgall will get the set play and the free kick. It's McGlattery. He's going to take this for Loughgall. Driven high. Keeper come off his line there. Didn't get any on it. Well, it looks like a cracker goal. Well, taking advantage of the goalkeeper coming off his line. Loughgall have managed to find themselves a goal. And that was a cracker taken with the left foot. Well, perhaps this game isn't done and dusted. Yeah, that's probably the first mistake that Kuhn Bradley, the goalkeeper for Cliftonville, has made. He came hurrying off his line there. And the ball just stroked right over the top of everyone and into the back of the net. And a chance now for Loughgall to glean some sort of encouragement from that effort. Again, it's another loose one. Loughgall perhaps feeling there's more in this game for them. They've won a corner. And again, just showing a little more ambition in the second half than what they did in the first. Oh, that wasn't too far away. Well, this is better from Loughgall. Keegan O'Connor sends the ball outright. Good ball over the top, but despite the best efforts of the advancing Ryland Perry, he was unable to keep the ball in play. Goal kick, Loughgall. Well, that was an injection of pace from Finn O'Connor, wearing 5 for Loughgall. Didn't have too many options on. He just had to make his mind up. Decided to run the ball up the right wing, and now Cliftonville have got the ball clear. Again, Loughgall working hard without the ball. Sizing up the options, going for the wrong one. Cliftonville win the ball back. They decide to go long. And all of a sudden it's Cliftonville in an advanced position. And a good run forward there by Perry. Again, it comes to nothing, but they do have a throw in. And that'll be taken quickly by McGee. Here come Cliftonville again. Oh, another chance. Better from Cliftonville. And eventually into the grateful arms of the goalkeeper. Tidy play again by Cliftonville. Danger hasn't gone though, and Cliftonville pressing again. They're looking for a fourth. Just happy to knock the ball about. And credit there. And the referee's blown his whistle. Ball did go out of play. I thought there for a moment that he'd blown for a penalty kick, but Owen Gilmore, wearing number 12 for Cliftonville, did well to stay on his feet because he did feel the presence. He did feel the presence of the defender. Eventually run the ball out of play. Again, plenty of red shirts forward for Cliftonville. Just on the edge of the box. Thought about taking a shot, decided not to. Spread the ball wide. Can they get across? And Perry. That will be a goal kick. McGee. Robinson. The danger's gone. Keeper won the race for that one. Managed to find a blue shirt, and now Loughgall have got a free kick. They may have taken that quickly, but the referee made them go again. Can confirm that the goal for Loughgall was scored by number 28, Johnny Woods. And that was a contender for goal of the match and possibly even goal of the day. It was a clever spot by the Loughgall player, spotted the goalkeeper off his line, and that will be a free kick. The referee has possibly decided not, because the ball may have been moved to an offside player. Let's see what the referee's decided. Is it going to be a Cliftonville free kick? Yeah, I think it is. The referee deciding he's not going to allow the quick free kick. Driven towards the back post. Plenty of red shirts in there. Not too many of them able to make contact with the ball. And just for a moment there, it looked like McGladdery was going to play himself into trouble wearing 6 for Loughgall, but the ball ricocheted and went out of play. Goal kick. Well, it looked like the momentum of the game was switching in Loughgall's favour after that goal they got, but it's Cliftonville who seem to have found themselves back in command, chasing down everything. Shouldn't have been allowed to get a cross in, was allowed to get a cross in. And now the counter-attack could be on for Loughgall. Now that was a little shove in the back. Referee agrees with me. Penalises number 4 for Cliftonville, Vernon. And a deliberate use of the arm on Daniel Farrell, who's won himself a rather tasty free kick for Loughgall. Fagan for Loughgall. Pops it towards the back post. Is there anyone in there? Well, there was, but it was a sliding challenge from a Cliftonville player. Red shirt first on the scene. Loughgall, however, do have a corner kick. Right over in the corner where those rather ominous grey clouds are starting to form. We could be experiencing somewhat of a downpour any moment. That's just quite clever. He took the corner flag out so that he could take the free kick, and the referee made him put it back in again. Oh yeah. Every day's a learning day. You cannot remove the flag to take a free kick. A throw taken by McCulloch, wearing 4 for Loughgall. Haven't given up on the game as yet. However, they would need another strike on target over the next couple of minutes if they're going to get something from the tie. Here come Cliftonville again. They've got a few players forward here. And it's another goal. Cliftonville have scored again. Let's get a look at the build-up here. It was 2 players that could have actually taken the shot on, but it fell to Raylan Perry. He manages to get himself on the score sheet. It's now 4-1 Cliftonville. And there's another shot from distance keeper, this time equal to it, able to hold on to it. Now here's a chance for Loughgall. Unable to capitalise though, made it easy for the goalkeeper, and Bradley just swallowed the ball up. Throw in Cliftonville, this near side. Kieran O'Connor will be hoping that complacency doesn't start to creep in, because Cliftonville may feel they have this one in the bag. Keegan O'Connor encouraged to get the ball up the pitch a wee bit earlier than he did, but that was well kept in. The ball driven towards the back post. Keeper gets an hand to it. Eventually, danger not completely gone as Cliftonville are looking to press on. Again, back post, header. And that was brilliantly kept in. He showed plenty of endeavour. Looked to catch the keeper off his line, but that was again well plucked out of the sky by Oliver Gervin. And just for now, Cliftonville opting to take the sting out of the game, and they're not too fussed by taking a throw in quickly. They've also made another change. And Liam McAteer has been withdrawn. The number 8. Rylan Perry, possession of the ball on the far side. He's now examining his options before just popping the ball back for Michael. And Carmichael gets it back again. Perry looking for the ball outright, gets it, and he get a cross in. Again in towards the back post, but again into the arms of Gervin. The Loughgall goalkeeper did want to release the ball quicker than he eventually did, but his options were limited. It's not too many blue shirts forward. They have a man extra over here now. Yeah, but again, the ball just shepherded out of play. Possibly the wrong option. And that should be the goalkeepers, and indeed it is the goalkeepers. Plenty of energy left still in these Cliftonville players. Here's another move that's been well sculpted. Can he get a ball to deliver across? Well, he's just run out of steam in the... Couldn't get enough on the ball. Finished up harmlessly in the side netting. But again, Gervin finding it just as difficult as previous goalkeepers have. Indeed, this morning, trying to clear the ball from left to right into that quite stiff breeze that's been blowing. Oh, good feet. Look at this. Yeah, overcooked it a little bit before feeling that, well, deep inside he knew that he tried to overplay there and ended up giving the ball away, and as a result, give a foul away. The game's just got a little bit scrappy in the middle of the park over the last couple of minutes or so. I think we're going to see the introduction of Anton. Well, let's see what the changes are going to be. It's Loughgall are making changes. Let's see who they're bringing on. Well, I'm not sure there's going to be enough time, possibly 9 minutes or so, for Loughgall to claw their way back into the game. However, our manager, Kyle McDowell, will be looking optimistically at the changes that he's just made to try and find a way back. Got to find 3 goals, though. And that'll be a Loughgall free kick. Here came Cliftonville again. Good play from Gilmore. Possibly a use of a hand there. Referee spotted it. You gotta love the way Carmichael turns around and goes, "What did I do?" "Well, you used your arm," and we all saw it. More importantly, the referee saw it. Free kick, Loughgall, driven hard. Yeah, first header again won by Cliftonville. They're streaking forward. Carmichael. Another shot. Good save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, just thought that it had opened up there again for Cliftonville. They have won a corner, though. That'll be taken by Keegan O'Connor. Goes short. Gets a chance now to deliver from slightly closer in. At the back post. Into the keeper's arms again. Well positioned. Apart from 4 goals going past him, Oliver Garvin hasn't had a bad day at the office. Now here's an interesting opportunity for Loughgall. Not too many blue shirts forward. Bit of a mouthful. there weren't too many blue shirts in the box, so the options were limited. And finally, the Cliftonville goalkeeper is given an opportunity to stay warm. He obliges, he takes the opportunity, catches the ball. Hepburn. Brushed aside by Keegan O'Connor. Well, it was a ball sent back to the goalkeeper with plenty of pace. Keeper, don't forget, had to use his feet only. Couldn't pick the ball up. He's invited danger on now, and it has opened up again for Cliftonville. And that was a timely challenge by McGladdery, wearing number 6 for Loughgall. Cliftonville, another corner, this near side. Tried to catch the keeper asleep, though, at the near post. Keeper equal to it. Got himself down nice and early. And Gervin pops the ball forward. That was good, well held up there. Yeah, referee has blown the whistle again. He's given Loughgall a free kick. And he's penalised Ronan Vernon. Illegal use of the arm as he pulled the Loughgall player back. Time running out for the boys in blue if they're to find anything resembling a way back. They need to strike now. I would, however, suggest that time is not looking down favourably upon them. Let's see what they can do, though, with the free kick. Well, very well worked. Got to get a shot away. Well, that's something they've obviously worked on the training ground. It almost came off. Cliftonville able to shepherd the ball out of play. Just a little bit congested now over on this side. O'Connor clears the ball. And sometimes, even at this level, you find yourself thinking, well, if I had had VAR, I would have been able to come up with a decision quicker. But we have been deliberating over who scored the Loughgall goal. Now, initially, we were siding with Johnny Woods, but after many replays, it's the referee done here. Did he blow for offside, or is that another goal for Cliftonville? Well, the referee has called play back. So somebody was obviously in an offside position. But getting back to my last bit of commentary, I think we're siding with number 84, Daniel Farrell, for Loughgall. And that, by the way, has taken something like 30 replays. But, I think now that we're fairly confident, but don't forget the game is available on YouTube, so you can have a look yourself. Meanwhile, there's still a few minutes to go here. It's Cliftonville streaking forward, plenty of shirts forward now, but is it another goal or is it offside? Well, let's see. It looked to be in an offside position there, but I think the referee is going to allow it. Let's get a look. Here come the red shirts streaking forward. Watch the number 12. Couldn't really miss from there. And that is Owen Gilmore gets himself in the score sheet. And it's now Cliftonville 5, Loughgall 1. And probably one of the easier opportunities for a striker or any player this afternoon or this morning. But that was well taken by the number 12. And it also puts this game beyond any shadow of a doubt. It's quite a convincing win for Cliftonville. It also means that their winning streak has now extended to 10 games unbeaten. They haven't given up yet, and there is another one. And is the referee going to allow that one to stand? Let's have a look at it as well, and it's now looking like 6. Just a hint of no, it was a little bit of confusion between the goalkeeper. And that looked like another Cliftonville goal. It's now 6-1. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that came from Aidan Green. Second goal of the afternoon. The referee's finally blown the whistle, and he's called time. And that will be something that will be music to the Loughgall ears, because they have gone down by 6-1. More entertaining game than the first one we served up today, but I hope you've enjoyed the offerings from ourselves, Exporté, brought to you by Subway, and it's been another excellent game from the Northern Irish Youth Football Association, and that's it from us for today. Hope you've enjoyed the action. Many thanks.
And we've seen it all. Like freshly baked bread loaded with Philly cheesesteak or tuna mayo or rotisserie style chicken with cheese, no cheese, double cheese, yes please. Get it toasted, guac it, make it fresh, make it crunch, no, crunchier. Extra jalapenos, yeah, we got you. Now sauce it, double sauce it, all the sauce it. Because Subway knows when it comes to your sub, you have your own rules. Subway, eat fresh.